Hi again, everybody. I'm Paul Palian, Superintendent of Marketing and Communications at the Bensenville Park District, and welcome to this July edition of Spotlight on Bensenville. With so many things happening with the Bensenville Park District this summer, we'll be talking with Executive Director Joe Vallez about what's happening within the district. Welcome back, Joe.
Thank you.
People may remember you were on the show back at the start of the year. Now we're halfway through and seeing some great things happening throughout the district. I was wondering if you could briefly talk a little bit about the highlights.
Yeah, so to just kind of review a little bit, the Park District a couple of years back put together our Bensenville Park District 2.0, a capital improvement plan for the Park District at parks throughout the entire community, as well as programming, IT, and other upgrades in the Park District. So you're starting to see that work happening. It started with Brighter Palm Park, and it's continuing on with some of our other parks in the community, as well as with our pool and the golf course, as well as the farm. So again, you're seeing the actual work happening after the planning, the financing, and all of the scheduling for our capital improvement project, Bensenville Park District 2.0.
It's no easy task, certainly, and as an executive director, you oversee the entire operation, and while the commissioners kind of set the direction, you're really the one overseeing the implementation and kind of where the rubber hits the road. Can you talk a little bit about that process?
Sure. So in my role, I oversee the entire Park District, all of the operations, the facilities, the parks, the programs. So what I like to do is make sure we hire great qualified people, give them the vision of the Park District, set a culture, coach the coaches, go out and evaluate and adjust and review where we're at, make any changes that we might need to make, and then hopefully continue on with the vision and the plans that the Park District has put together in conjunction with the commissioners' input and really their vision for what they want the Park District to not only look like today, tomorrow, but 5 years from today and tomorrow.
Great. Well, there's a lot of news on capital projects this year. Exciting that Sunrise Park is open for residents to enjoy after being closed since last fall. And there's a grand reopening coming up. Can you talk a little bit about the Sunrise Park project?
Sure. So originally Sunrise Park grand opening was supposed to be June 21st, but because of the dangerous weather, we thought it was best to reschedule it. So we've rescheduled it to July 12th, where we'll have inflatables, rock climbing wall, games for the kids, pickleball tournament, futsal soccer tournament, other attractions, food, and really bringing out the community, not only that live around the park, but out through the entire community to see what this park looks like. And so while the park has been closed for about a year and a half while the rehab has been happening, it really has been closed for a while as the park was not being used to its full capacity. It had a baseball field there that was too small for really any organized activity. We had a playground that needed to be replaced. We had tennis courts that were in poor condition, and we had other things that were just not being kept up to speed. So when I first saw the park a couple of years ago, it appeared that there was not really a lot of residents using it, and it appeared that there was some vandalism going on in the park, and there might have been some people in there that were not had the best intentions for the park and were doing some negative things. So while we rehabbed it, we're going to be bringing in residents to use it on a positive level. We have a new soccer field with an irrigation system to keep it up and looking great year-round. We have new pickleball courts. We have a futsal court. We have a new basketball court, a brand new playground with poured-in-place surfacing, and just a whole bunch of things. So what I like to say is a while back, some people that were undesirable might have been in the park. So now we're taking it back and we're giving it to the residents to use, and we hope all the residents that not only live in the neighborhood use it, but residents that live in the entire community come out and enjoy it.
And not only that, partially grant funded as well.
Correct. So a $1.2 million project, 50% funded by a state OSLAD grant, and the Park District matched it dollar for dollar with the other 50%. So in essence, the Park District and the residents getting a new park for about $550,000.
That's great. Once again, the grand opening, the grand reopening is to take place 10 a.m. to noon on Saturday, July 12th. We hope to see you there. Should be a great day. One project that has been resurrected after being opened last year, you mentioned it earlier, the water park, specifically the delayed opening this year, kind of the elephant in the room. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about that project and the history and its status.
Sure. So certainly a huge disappointment that the water park was delayed in being opened. Just a little history. So about 5 years ago, we recognized that the water park had and needed more capital improvements to it. So we started about 5 years ago making improvements in all aspects of the water park. So at this point last year, we started taking on the largest project at the water park, which was the replacement of the basin of the pool. So that $750,000 project was publicly bid. We awarded it. We had it done, and then at the end of the season, in evaluating the work after the water was taken out, we noticed that there were cracks in the plaster basin. And so certainly the longevity of the pool is contingent upon the facility being done correctly when we're making a remodel or a rehab to it. So we pointed it out to the contractor, had some disputes about how it was going to be rectified. That's what delayed the opening of it. So we finally came to a resolution of how it would be rectified, had the contractor start working on it. We believe that we'll be opening the pool by July 4th, minus any other hiccups in it. But the pool has new lights, not only in the parking lot, but on the interior of the pool. We continue to enhance the landscaping. We did some other improvements in the pool. So why wouldn't we want to show it off to the public? And so that pool over the past 5 years has probably received about $2 million in improvements at no additional cost to the taxpayers, as we've been able to manage it within the debt service extension base that the Park District has using our non-referendum bonding authority. So hopefully when the pool opens, the residents will be able to go out there and see all the improvements that are continuing to be made there. And we are really thankful for all of our loyal pass holders as well as our residents who come to the pool. So look out once the pool opens for some giveaways, some surprises, some thank you gestures from the Park District to let our residents know that we never take them for granted and we want to welcome them back and in essence say sorry for the delay, but now we're opened and we want you to have a great time.
It should be a great opening once that happens. I know that they've been busy filling the pool and working on getting everything ready to go. Another project of note that you've put a lot of money into as a park district, making White Pines the best golf club it can be. Talk a little bit about the work that's been done there and that's still being done.
Sure. So White Pines, obviously a gem of the western suburbs and definitely the town and the Park District. So again, a couple of years back, White Pines was struggling with some issues. We made some changes over at the facility, made a lot of improvements to the facility, the golf course, the operational staff, and really the culture at White Pines. We set out 2 years ago to start offering programs at White Pines for non-golfers. So our logo over there, more than golf. So we wanted to open White Pines up to the residents that don't golf. So we started doing movies on the driving range, music under the tent, family nights, other special items so that non-golfers that are residents could come enjoy those things. And some of them seeing White Pines for the first time, while they've lived here many years. So, at our last family night where we shortened the golf course and make it family friendly, we probably had over 80, families, kids, so that they don't have to play out there with, golfers that are asking them to hurry up or hitting balls close to them. So we shortened the course, made it family friendly, reduced cost on food. And so, our movies, our music, our family nights are bringing more people back to White Pines that may not be serious golfers, but get to enjoy the facility.
And having seen just a peek at the fall schedule, some other interesting things coming up. So more to look forward to there. Fisher Farm also undergoing infrastructure improvements.
Yep.
Farm really taking big steps in realizing the vision that's kind of been laid out for the property. What can you say has been done so far, and what's on the horizon?
Yeah, so again, a little history on Fisher Farm. Originally, we were managing the farm under a lease agreement with DuPage County Forest Preserve District. But as we all know, it's hard to put money into something that you don't own. And when the lease is up, there's no assurance that you're going to continue to manage it. So the first thing out of the box was we negotiated a sale of the property with DuPage County Forest Preserve District. And so the Park District now owns it, which made us more comfortable putting money into it. Again, using our non-referendum bonding authority, we've been able to put in a significant investment into Fisher Farm, and it's paid off. We now grow vegetables there that are given to the food pantry for distribution to families. We now have a 4-H program that has about 50 kids in there that are learning about the farming life, how to raise animals that we have at the farm. So we bring them in as babies and the kids raise them. And then we take them to the fair to get judged. We also now, sell honey at the farm from our bee farm, and just a tremendous amount of things that are, cognizant of what a farmer goes through. And then our summer camp that we started a couple years ago at the farm for people who don't want the traditional day camp experience, but want something a little bit different. So we have a summer camp at the farm that is full to capacity. And again, the kids are getting a different experience than the regular summer camp experience. So maybe they've been in summer camp for 3 years in a row and they want something different. So now they can go to the farm and get that experience too. And of course, it's right here in our park district. You don't have to travel 40 miles west of Chicago to go get a farming experience. You can get it close by.
And they started a new community-supported agriculture program, CSA, there, which they had the first 2 harvests already, first 2 shares that they've undergone, and more to come here.
Correct, and those things are, you see them out at farms where people put in and make arrangements for a subscription of either meat or vegetables. And we started that program, so now we have many subscribers that every month get a box load of vegetables freshly grown at the farm that get delivered to their homes, or they come pick it up. And so the farm is continuing to evolve and not only provide more services for the residents, but also more opportunities for people to get fresh eggs, fresh vegetables, fresh honey, and all those type of things. We have about 40 chickens now. We've increased the amount of farm enclosures for our animals so that we can continue to grow.
It's great. A lot of great things happening over at the farm. A couple more quick projects, Rose Park and Krempels Park,
Sure.
On the docket for this year.
Yep, so Rose Playground is going to get an addition to the playground. While there is a playground there now, we're going to make it a little bit larger and probably put in some sort of sheltered gazebo for residents to be able to enjoy. Krempels and Sunset are going to get new basketball courts this year. Their courts are in not the best condition. So that's, again, part of the Bensenville Park District 2.0 program. So our residents should see those improvements probably by the end of July.
Great. Finally, one last thing, Veterans Park. We've been hearing about a new dog park and other improvements that are going to be made. Talk a little bit about that, and where is the Park District on that project?
Yep, so we just finalized the contract with our architects to design that park. So it will be broken up into 3 phases. The first phase that will be done first will be the dog park. The second phase will be the ADA compliance at the train, so that we can put in more ADA-friendly features there. And then the third part will be a rehab of the building at Veterans. So the dog park should go to bid probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. You'll be seeing 2 dog parks in one for smaller animals, one for larger animals. And then our residents who maybe don't have a yard, maybe living in apartments or some sort of confined area, will be able to bring their dogs out to our Wagging Tails dog park. And so you'll be seeing some signage going up about that soon. So when Veterans is completely done, we'll have an indoor facility that will be used for dog obedience and training programs. We'll have an ADA compliant train that people can enjoy, and then we'll have the dog park out there that will be one of the largest in the western suburbs.
Will there be any space for like events and everything when they redo the building?
Yep, so absolutely. The building will be open for rentals, and we'll be doing other events out there in the green space. You'll see dog-friendly fairs where we'll be bringing in vendors that are selling animal-friendly supplies that people that have pets can use. So, and then we'll be bringing in things that are specific to the train. And we'll have a room available for birthday parties and things like that. So once that facility is done, along with our others, our residents will have so many more options to stay close to home and do things that maybe you wouldn't be able to do unless you were in Chicago or somewhere else. You won't have to travel far.
A lot going on. Anything else you want to talk about? Whether it be facility improvements, activities, anything like that, ways to engage with the Park District?
Yep, so at Sunrise, part of that improvement is a brand new full-size soccer field. So we are enhancing our soccer program that you should be looking for soccer camps, individual instructional programs, as well as team sports. One of our things in our business plan moving forward is to gain additional revenue through our soccer program so that we can make our parks better, and again, at zero increase to the taxpayers.
That's great. And at the grand opening, too, they're going to have the first of several of the summer commissioners tour where people will be able to meet and engage with the different commissioners, yep. Correct?
Yeah, so absolutely. So the commissioners thought it was very important for them to continue to listen to taxpayers and what they want and what do they want to see in the Park District. And while the commissioners are the elected representatives of the Park District that make many decisions based on what they feel is best for the community, they thought it was important to hear from the residents to make sure that we're not only doing the right thing, but we're doing things that residents are interested in. So the commissioners are going to be having a tour, going out to our parks, setting up a tent, some chairs, and having open dialogue with the residents to hear about not only how we're doing, but what the residents would like to see happen in the future, and if there's things that we're doing that maybe they're not happy about. While we're always interested in hearing about the good things, we're more interested in hearing about the things that people want to see corrected or things that are not happening. Part of that also is our Park Watch, Park Ranger program, that our park ranger will be out in our Park Watch vehicle, not only keeping an eye on the park to make sure that there's nothing negative going on, but interacting with our residents that are in the parks, using the parks, asking them if everything's okay or if there's something in the park that needs attention. We rely on our residents to talk to us about things that are going on in the Park District. And while we have staff in the parks and we're using the parks, sometimes it's kind of like walking by that crooked picture frame in your home. Sometimes you don't notice it because you've been around it so much. And so if a resident has some good constructive criticism for us that we can fix to make it better, we want to hear about it.
Wonderful. A lot of things happening. Again, thanks, Joe, for joining us here. You can check bvilleparks.org, the website, for more information about the Commissioner's Summer Tour and more. Here's some upcoming highlights to look forward to in the meantime. U.S. Armed Forces veterans are invited to the free veteran swim from noon to 5 p.m. on Friday, July 4th at the water park. Proof of service may be required. Thank you, veterans, for your service. Be sure to join for the water park opening for the season scheduled for that week. Take your game to the next level. Join the Beeville Jets soccer camp for a high-intensity skill-building experience designed to sharpen your technique and prepare you for competitive play. Choose from 2 sessions, 1 to 4 p.m., Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, July 7th through the 11th, or July 14th through 18th at Varble Park. It's open to all current Bensenville Park District players and aspiring athletes. The camp focuses on developing the skills needed for travel soccer. Register at least a week in advance. Just $90, $80 for in-district participants. Lace up and train like a jet. Join Yoga at the Farm at 9 a.m. Saturday, July 12th at Fisher Farm for a serene yoga flow. It's free, but advanced registration is necessary at the Deer Grove Leisure Center. Join the Bensenville Park District Commissioners and staff for the grand reopening of Sunrise Park. It's located at the intersection of Memorial and Marion in Bensenville. The rescheduled celebration takes place at 10 a.m. on Saturday, July 12th. You can enjoy sports competitions, carnival games, food, and other fun activities in addition to the formal ribbon-cutting opening of the new playground. The event is free and open to the public. Swing into summer with the Adult Co-ed Softball League each Monday, July 14th through September 22nd. Enjoy 10 weeks of games, a postseason tournament, and cash prizes. It's open to all skill levels, ages 18 plus, just $700 per team, due before the first game. Register now and hit the diamond for some fun, friendly competition. Discover summer fun every day at Fisher Farm with the Farm Scavenger Hunt. Drop by anytime between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. through August 30th to explore the grounds, search for hidden farm-themed clues, and enjoy the fresh air. No registration is needed. Just drop in and play. Keep kids active and engaged this summer with Under the Sun summer camps for ages 6 to 15. Kids can go on field trips, meet new friends, stay cool at the pool, or even experience farm life. Before and after camp care is available. Camps are also offered for ages 3 to 5. You can sign up at the DGLC by the Wednesday prior to each session. Ages 21 plus can step into a world of music and marvels on the Young at Heart trip to the San Filippo Estate, July 19th. Enjoy a Wurlitzer concert, tour historic music machines, and ride the carousel. Register by July 12th. Don't miss this unforgettable outing. Families are invited to park and play at the Movie at the Farm, showing of Mufasa, the Lion King, starting at dusk on Saturday, July 19th at Fisher Farm. Bring blankets, lawn chairs, and grab some snacks at the farm shop while enjoying a movie under the stars. Celebrate community, fun, and the game of golf at Jim Giles Family Golf Nights from 4:30 p.m. to dusk at White Pines on Sunday, July 20th. Family Golf Night offers affordable rates, forward tees, and a no-pressure pace. Visit whitepinesgolf.com/family nights for details. Finally, don't miss the free dive-in movie presentation of Moana 2 at the Bensenville Water Park starting at dusk on August 2nd. Gates open at 7:30 p.m. Thanks to our sponsors Armando Perez State Farm and Grand Subaru for their generous support in making this event a success. That's all the time we have today. Thanks to our guest, Executive Director Joe Vallez, and the Bensenville Multimedia Communications team, Anthony and Chad, for their work in putting this show together. For more information about Park District programs and activities, visit beevilleparks.org. I'm Paul Palian, thanking you so very much for being with us. Till next time, so long, everybody.